What's going on, you guys? Browns Gratification here, and today we're going to be talking about day one of the NFL draft. We're just more specifically going to be talking about the AFC North, just because the Browns are in that division. First off, that draft was, especially in the first 15 picks. I mean, teams are trading up, trading down. Players got selected. I thought got selected a little too early. AJ Brown was traded. Marquise Brown was traded. It was a crazy first 15. The whole first round was crazy, but those first 15 picks is where everything happened. Yeah, it was very fun to watch. But let's move on to talk about the AFC North. And here's how I got everything graded. Kyle Hamilton, Tyler Linderbaum, A+ picks for the Ravens, especially where they got them at. Kenny Pickett, D+ for the Steelers, and then the Bengals, Daxton Hill, a B. All right, let's talk about the Ravens first. Let's talk. So, center Tyler Linderbaum, you got the best available center. He was the only center taken in the first round, and he was the best one. He fits the Baltimore offensive scheme so easy. He excels in the run game, or run blocking, and it's just going to be smooth transition. He'll start from day one, and he's going to be a really good player in this league, I believe. So, good pick by the Ravens with the 25th pick, picking up Tyler Linderbaum. The 14th pick, Kyle Hamilton, again, a really good pick, especially, I thought, if you would have asked me a few months ago, Kyle Hamilton, where does he go? I would have said at least top 10. But, I think, or even top 5 could have been, but I think that Combine just ruined his stock a little bit. Everybody saw the 40-yard dash and just assumed he's not going to be worth a top 10 or top 5 pick. I don't agree though. I think he's going to be a really good player. He's like a hybrid player, but he's a lot more physical, bigger, and just more smooth. Like he's very he just makes it look easy. He's a really good safety. He could tackle really good. Again, though, his he doesn't really have speed. Like he's not running like Grant Delpit or name another fast safety. But he's such a big target, or he's such a big guy. I mean, 6'4", 220 pounds, 33-inch arms. I mean, he's going to be tough for especially the big target. He kind of struggles with the smaller targets just because he's so big. But with those, if he's going against, let's say, a Chase Claypool, it's going to be a real long night for him, for Chase Claypool, just because he could cover those big guys so well, and he's a big guy himself. So the Ravens needed depth in that secondary, and they got him, and they got a playmaker out of him. So Ravens overall, A+, nothing less. Great draft, great day one for them. Moving on, let's talk about the Bengals, and we'll talk about the Steelers. Bengals needed DB help, and they got Daxton Hill, best available DB. I gave it a B just because, I mean, he's not like a Sauce Gardner or Derek Stingley or whoever. But he fills a major need that the Bengals needed to fill. He's 6 foot, like 200 pounds, and he's a really good slot. I think it was 65% of the time or 67% of the time he lined up over slot. And especially with the receivers in this AFC North, it's going to be major that you need him. 4.38 40, crazy. But yeah, this B, just a plain B because they fill a need. They picked the best available DB, and yeah, good pickup by the Bengals. Good first round by the Bengals. Okay, now Pittsburgh Steelers, 20th overall pick. I mean, that offensive line is atrocious. Their quarterbacks, Trubisky would have been. Everybody expected Trubisky to be the starter, unless they would have picked up maybe Malik Willis, and Malik Willis was available. But they picked up Kenny Pickett, which a little bit before that pick, everybody was saying it's going to be Kenny Pickett. Yeah, I mean, this just doesn't make any sense to me. It took him 5 years to have a good season at Pitt. I don't really care about the hand size. That doesn't really affect me either way. I mean, that's all. I don't think that stuff really matters. But, kind of in a sense it does, because he had like 27 fumbles. in his college career or just that last year. But the reason why I'm giving it a D plus is because I think Kenny Pickett could be a good player. I just think it didn't make sense for the Pittsburgh Steelers to pick him up because I think Trubisky is gonna end up, well, I don't know. I mean, honestly, does he start? Does Trubisky start? I don't think so. I think they're gonna put Kenny Pickett in that starter right away. But if you would have just had a good offensive line, you have a good running game, you have the receivers, you have the defense. If you would have just picked up a tackle or a guard, Trubisky, at least he wouldn't give you a losing season. He would have give you maybe not 12-5, but he could have gave you maybe 9-8 or you know 10-7 or whatever. But I mean, I don't know what else you're gonna do with the tackles. I guess I don't even know if you have second or third round picks, so maybe you just pick them up later in the draft. Um, but yeah, I mean, again, Kenny Pickett. I'm not giving. It's hard to explain. I'm not giving Kenny Pickett as a D plus player. I think he's better than that. I'm just giving it because the Steelers didn't really need him. They had Trubisky, so I'm giving the pick overall a D plus, not the player. I think Kenny Pickett will be a good quarterback. I don't think he'll be great, but he could get you to the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, it took him. I don't know. It's just it was just a weird pick. I think we could all agree on that. But now, I mean, I wonder where Malik Willis is going. He's probably gonna get picked up in the second round, but who knows where he goes. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna give day 2 draft picks. I'll have that updated. I'll have that video uploaded tomorrow morning, and then day 2 and 3 will be tomorrow morning. I'll have uploaded, and then I'll just go from there. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and go Browns.